It is June 24th at 6:36 a.m. It is currently 79 degrees outside. I'm wondering what the humidity is, because it's gotta be super high. It's 86% humidity. And you might be saying, Kelly, why are you out in your apiary at 6:30 a.m.? Actually, I was out here setting up the apiary at 6 o'clock a.m. And I will tell you, it is because God has decided to bake some things lately. And we are in a heat wave, dome, whatever you want to call it. And the next couple of days are going to be up in the 100-degree weather. And so the bees are flying. I'm looking at them. They're doing their foraging thing. So yes, I am up at the butt crack of dawn doing bee stuff and sweating. I'm sweating already. Dad, for the love of bees, Dad. So that is what we're gonna do. And the next couple of days, the plan is to do 2 hives per day, because by the time in like 2 hours, it's gonna be 90 degrees outside. If you can't tell by the setup, we are doing mite checks this week. So each hive is getting a check. Mite check. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're gonna see where they all sit. So let me get this smoker started and we will jump in. We're ready to go. I had my smoker going. There we go. The ladies are active. You probably can't see their door, but they are active for 6:30 in the morning. Hate mite checks because, oh my gosh, look at all the dead bees. No, what happened here? Because I don't like dead bees. Let's see, where is the crack? Could have been they got up when the boards weren't swollen because of the heat. They got swollen and then they got up here. Because I don't see any. Well, maybe they could have fit right here. Don't love that. I don't love that. Sorry, ladies. Oh, there's a bumblebee up here. There is a bumblebee up here. How strange. Yeah, that's definitely a bumblebee. Maybe, I have no idea. I'm not sure how that happened. I will be surprised if I don't find a lot of dead on this side of the follow boards in all the hives because of how hot it is. I swear, every day I come down here, Sharon's hive looks like the entire colony is bearding on the outside. It's hot, y'all. Alright, follower board's right here. Look at that. Oh man, small hive beetles. Small hive beetles. Yup. That's why they're over here. Dealing with this issue, I'm sure. They have everything that isn't capped, they have drained. Not a stitch of nectar left in this frame, except for pretty much the capped honey. That's funny. Same on this side. They have left the capped honey, but they have drained all of the nectar that was in the cells, not capped. That is funny. This feels very light because they have also drained what was left of this. Yeah, just not great. I am getting tempted to take out the queen excluders from Mimi's hive, specifically because it seems to add a little bit more stress. Maybe there's just a little extra gap, too much gap in the queen excluder area, that it's causing the small hive beetle issue, and they're not wanting to use that at all. They're just draining it and taking it back over, it looks like. There's a lot on this one, which is one of the bait frames from the other side. It looks, to me, it's so beautiful. Honestly, I might just, maybe I'll keep this one, because look at that. That's a lot of bees. And honestly, this side looks like they're socking it. This side does look like they are socking it. And it's the one closest to the queen excluder, so maybe it's just like, I don't know, it took them a second. But that one looks good, actually. We have a lot of ladies down here in the corner. I'm wondering if that has anything to do with the small hive beetle issue on the queen excluder. We have to find a good frame for doing a mite wash. Or festoon here, so. A lot of ladies, a lot of small hive beetles. Look at them running. It does look like they are propolising the gap a little bit. I still see some small hive beetles down there. Yes, they are propolising it. That's so funny. Good for you, ladies. Good. Fill in those gaps. I'm all out of black frames, so if I give them frames, which I feel like I probably should, it's all going to be the blonde frames. Hate that for me, but it is what it is. Beautiful brood. Eggs, small larvae. Ladies are doing a great job. Yeah, this is full of new eggs at the very bottom. So they've built this out and she's come through and just filled it with eggs. Maybe 2-day-old eggs. We are looking for a queen because we have to do a mite test and we don't want her in the mix when we do the test. It's hot. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Ooh, I don't like that. Amber is coming out. I don't want to burn my bees. Hold on, let me fix this. There we go. One of the reasons why I love burlap is you don't get that amber, like the embers coming out. This might be a good frame to do the mite wash with. Oh, this is another good one. Still haven't found our queen. Oh my gosh, the ladies are pouring in with pollen. They're working hard. Like here's a lady with the white pollen. Hold on, let me see if I got my queen on this one. So interesting. There's my queen. So this is not a good frame to do this on. I'm tempted to actually put her in a thingamabobber so I don't shake her. Hang out here real quick, Miss Queen. Here's the lady with the white pollen. Look at that. There she is right there. Look at the pollen. She's trying to kick it off right now. Look at that. Oh, sorry. Am I too high? She's going over the top. She's crawling right there. Isn't that neat? White pollen. Alright, this is always a hot mess. Always. Pretty much always. I feel like I liked this one. Let's watch me be hot mess. I always try and get this really smoothly, but it never goes smoothly. Mostly because I don't know if my bucket that I use is deep enough. And bees just end up getting like literally everywhere, just all over the place. Ready? 1, 2. And you kind of bang it. But I still get them all over the table. Okay, then you got a lot of ladies in there. These are a bunch of nurse bees here in this pile. See, there's all over the place. Alright, this is the killing table. Anybody who doesn't want to die, you gotta go. Sorry. Then you do about 1 cup of bees. 1 cup of bees is about 300 bees. Gotta be quick. I like to do this part quick because I don't want to keep them in there panicking and sad and alive. So then we take this, we do a little swishy swish, we kill them all instantly. We swish it just for a little bit. Gives everything inside a chance to die. The mites to dislodge. Look at all the pollen baskets. And then we're just gonna put these ladies back in. Look, drop. Drop back in. Sorry for the trauma. I'm sorry. Go back to doing what you were doing. But then we're left with a bunch of random bees here on my table, and I never know what to do with all of them, so. Yeah. You know what I might do? Here, hold on. Let me take the same frame. There's still a bunch of ladies here with white pollen. Listen. I'll put it on the table and they can crawl back up onto it. There we go. This is actually working. Oh my gosh, some of them are from the middle of the table and they're seeing the frame and they're running for it. Wow, that actually worked brilliantly. Getting what was left on the table. Brilliant. Alright, next, the final thing is checking the drone comb. And then I think I'm going to give these ladies some more space because I would say they're pretty full. The brood looks great though. I'm not seeing like bald brood. I'm not seeing anything weird or suspicious. Hello, she's a beaut. She's like, instead of like honey colored and like honey colored stripe, she's like black. Not black bodied, I mean like black stripe. I think those are called gray bees. You see her? I think that's what's considered gray bees, at least here in Maryland. Straight out. They are building the eyebrows a little bit on that one, and this one they just sort of, it looks like they were building it and then they just halted. They still haven't done like anything essentially with this one. We got some small hive beetles, of course. I can't believe I have to use some blonde frames. I'll never be able to see eggs with this. Because it looks like they built brood nearly to the top. Nearly to the top. Not a lot of honey resources. Like, you see what I mean? There's honey right here, but this is all brood up here. Brood and pollen. I'm gonna put this one right here. It's flat. They won't build out the eyebrows now. Maybe this a little bit, but not much. And maybe that will kind of encourage them to build the drone comb out. Nick told me he suggested placing a brood frame in the honey super. Just one. I don't see any drones. Are we done with drones? I actually haven't seen drones in a hot minute. I don't see no drones. I'm gonna try it. He said put one drone frame in there because then they'll have to cross over. They'll have to cross over to take care of that drone comb. Or take care of the brood frame. This is an experiment year, you know? And it doesn't look like I'm gonna get much out of Mimi anyways. We'll see what happens. One brood frame on this side of the queen excluder. Alright, officially we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the brood area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the super, and one of them is a brood frame. Okay? We're gonna let our queen go and close this up. Alright, Mimi is done. Now we gotta swish our mite wash. Can you see me? I have sweat, just so much sweat on me right now. Alright. We had some time for that to chill. These things always leak. So now we kind of shake this up for about a minute. No drones. No more drones in Mimi's hive. Maybe that's why they're just not expending the energy on the drone comb anymore. Are we past that? I mean, it's still summer, it's still warm. A little early to be stopping drones, isn't it? No. Alright, we're gonna let that settle. You know what's so crazy? I don't see any mites. I see 0 mites in this. The alcohol looks clean. What? That's nuts. That's nuts. Okay. There's one. I see one. I was about to be like, what the heck? I know, so I did pull out drone comb from Mimi's hive this spring, and I froze it, and then I dissected it. And I thought to myself, what if freezing had an effect on me dissecting it? I mean, I have decent eyes, but maybe I just couldn't see the bottom of the cells, and the mites were frozen, and they stayed down there as I pulled out the, hello lady. As I pulled out the larva, like maybe that's what happened. Because I didn't see any mites in the drone larva. So I started second guessing myself after I did Sharon's drone comb dissection. I started thinking, well, because I didn't freeze Sharon's. I said I was going to, but I didn't freeze Sharon's drone frame. And so when I dissected it, it was fresh. So they were still crawling around and stuff. So then after I did hers, I started second guessing myself. I was like, maybe Mimi's did have drone or mites in it, and maybe the freezing thing had an effect on me dissecting it. So I was like, let me do a mite wash just in case. Let me just confirm it. 1 mite. 1. There's 1 mite in here. Mimi is doing bomb. 1 mite. That's pretty impressive for Mimi. Wow. That's excellent. That makes me happy. That is excellent. All right, now we're moving on to Carol's hive. We're on Carol's hive. Mimi's hive did great. There are a lot of bees outside Carol's hive. I opened up all the doors, by the way, like as much as I could yesterday, because all of them were bearding so much. I think that actually helped a lot. And some of these, on last Sunday, I put some, like, the ones that get the sun the most, especially Sharon's hive, I put some insulation up top. I'm trying to help a little bit. Regardless of the bearding, before even the heat came on, these ladies have got to be brooding up, because there was so much orientation flights happening the other day that I was just like, whoa, there was a lot of bees, and they were all doing the orientation flights, and I was just, it was impressive. Oh, small hive beetles, woo-wee, woo. The ladies are very defensive. I noticed that yesterday too, when I was on their landing board. On their landing board, there was a lot of ladies, a lot of guard bees. I was just trying to open the door a little bit farther, and I had to wait a really long time to sneak my hand in there, because the guard ladies were not having it. This looks like another frame they're about to empty. So I think the last time they did that to me too. They emptied it. They don't want to come over here. This is nectar. All nectar. And this is all nectar. Doing a spiffy job on that. very light. They're building it out, and what little that I can see in it is nectar. Overall, though, the ladies look healthy. We are, again, looking for the queen. All nectar. They're sucking this with nectar. There's our brood. Newly capped brood, looking good. Newly capped brood. Haven't seen any eggs yet. No eggs. No larva. Alright, this is my drama frame. Or is it just hot and you're cranky? I can understand that. Brood. Beautiful brood. Oh no, there's larvae in there. Small larvae. It's really hard to see at the bottom. But do I see eggs? That larva's maybe 2-3 day old larva. Very small larva. No drama on the drama frame this time. Alright, eggs. Excellent. Alright. We got capped brood and eggs in this one. Alright, more eggs. Like 2-day-old eggs. This one also has a lot of nice nurse bees on it. This one also would be a good one. Look at that newbie. Oh, lots of newbies on here. Hate that for you guys if I use this one. You guys are just entering in life. Unfortunately, that's when the mites like to crawl out with you guys. I see my queen. I see my queen on this one. Alright, she's got one lady in there with her. I don't see any like weird bald brood chewing. I don't see any of that. So they're doing excellent. Doing excellent. Alright, I'm gonna do the one next door. We got this prepped. Do you guys want to see me do it again? Can you see the table? My back's probably going to be to you, but... Alright, it's this one. Golly, days, there's so many bees in here. That's wild. How many bees are in here? Alright. Alright, so again, we're going to take it, hold it by the side, and then hit it down. I'm probably going to use this again to get the bees back on. And then real quick, you got a bucket full of bees like this. And you take this, they can't fly because most of them are nurse bees. You're gonna take about a cup of bees. Put them in here just so they're not suffering, we're gonna put them out of their misery right away. This is the killing table. You don't want to be up here. Put them out of the misery right away. Okay? Then, poor bees, I feel bad, but this is the most accurate way to test. I'm gonna turn you guys around to look back at the hive again. Make sure I got you guys in frame. This is what's left. We're gonna put these ladies here. We'll put these ladies over here. They're probably covered in nectar. When you kind of hit it, a lot of nectar ends up flying out, and so a lot of ladies get covered in a little bit of nectar. All right, and then I'm gonna steal this frame and get those rest of the ladies from the table back on it, because that worked really well last time. There's only a couple of ladies left. On the table they didn't want to come with. That's nectar. Yeah, they put nectar in here. You know, I haven't seen it in drones. No drones. I mean, I guess I should just let them. If anything, I wonder if I can just harvest from a drone comb. Alright, so they're not doing anything with the drone brood. They're just socking it with nectar. I don't know if that'll ever change. I'm not sure. They have a lot of ladies. A lot. They feel very crowded to me. So we're gonna put a couple of these in the middle of the brood area. Alright, so we added 4 new frames to the brood area. They are brooding up like wild. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 in the brood area. And just 3 measly ones in the super area. Though to be honest, they are doing 1, 2, 3 honey frames in the brood area. But what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, or sorry, 19 frames total. I'm gonna take this out. It's just too much space. Should have just given this in their brood area. It's just too much space. So actually, we only have 2 in the honey super, so that's 18 frames total. Not that many. Let's let our queen go. There she goes. She's in. All right, cool. What are you doing? Just resting? Sorry, excuse me. I was bothering her nap. All right, so now that's all we're doing for this morning. We're gonna do this again tomorrow. Let's find out what Carol's hive mite count is. Here, can I change to get in the shade somewhere? We're changing you. We're coming over here in the shade. You might be crooked. I gotta get out of that sun. All right. Carol, what you got for me? We got three mites and Carol. That's actually not that bad. Tomorrow we do Sharon and Miss Lee and Renee's last, and figure out mite treatments if needed. But so far, things are looking good. That's a good count. Anyways, Dad, love you. The sun is sunning out here. I will see you tomorrow, I guess, for the next video. Bye. Love you so much. Stay cool. Bye. This one is Mimi's. She's got one. There's a couple of stingers floating around in there. But this one down here, next to the stinger, that doesn't want to float, that right there is a mite. But so, oop, I'm out of focus now. So Mimi only had one. She had one mite. So this one's Carol. We've got 1, 2, and 3 mites. That's debris, and that's just debris. But these little red things are mites. So Carol has 3 mites. So I'm amending my assessment of, sorry, my dog, of Carol's hive. She had 3 in the bottom, but then when I opened the top, there was 1 up here. So she actually had 4 mites. That was her count. Carol had 4 mites.